What is up, y'all, and welcome back to Qui Nichelle on the channel. Y'all know we talk about fashion, beauty, and life. And y'all, today I'm making loaded potato soup. This is my second time making it. First time I made it was probably back in 2013 or 2014. It was a very long time ago. I don't even think I was doing YouTube at the time or any of that. But I wanted to go ahead and bring it to y'all. Now, I am going with a different recipe than the very first one that I done, because I went on TikTok. I said, I want to see what other people are kind of doing. So I found a couple of them that I like, but I'm going to go off of this one. I had to narrow it down to one, but I have all of the stuff here. I do have my laptop because I'm going to look at the video to make sure that I'm doing it in the right order. Also, the first time I made it, I think I made it wrong because it was like real thick, and it wasn't like you know, it's a thick soup, but it's not like overly thick or whatever like that. But anyway, make sure that you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, never forget to tell a friend about Qui Nichelle, honey, because y'all know how we do on the channel. And y'all, I'm looking real plain today. Me and baby went to a lot of stores. I did film a grocery haul, so make sure that you do check that video out when it is posted. And then I move right on into this one. I didn't change, y'all. I got on like a real cheap sports bra, and I got no support. I look dry, honey, but it is what it is. We're gonna get this video going. And yeah, so I'll show y'all the seasonings. I'm gonna use this Knorr chicken bouillon in place of some chicken broth. Of course, I got some black pepper, garlic powder and onion powder, some soul food seasoning. I'm using this as a seasoning salt, and then salt, but I don't know if I'm gonna use the salt actually. And then we have our good measuring cup for real, because I want to make sure that I have the portions as close to perfect as possible. Normally, now if I make this, and well, we gonna make it good. Let's just say that. So I probably won't use the measurements next time. I can eyeball it just from remembering. But I wanted to make sure I do it as close to perfect as possible. But anyway, we got some cubed up ham that I'm gonna put in there, and then we have some good old bacon that's gonna go in there. Celery is going in there. We got green onions. I got some fresh green onions. Some vegetable broth. Now, somebody else used vegetable broth, but I thought that would be a good idea to mix it with the chicken broth. So I'm gonna do that. We do have one onion, and I have the rest of this heavy whipping cream, and then I'm gonna use some half and half just because I need to get rid of this. I have my cheese grater because I do have my Kobe cheese, and my Gouda cheese is what I'm going to put in this soup. And then we have some all-purpose flour because I will have to use a little bit to thicken the soup. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. And I didn't bring the cheese out because I wanted it to be as cold as possible. So when I start grating it, it's not like flimsy and melty. So I left that in the refrigerator, but I will show y'all that, of course, when we get started. So I've got a pot. I am gonna cook my bacon and everything in this one pot. Let me go ahead and turn the stove on, so we can go ahead and start getting hot while I cut up some of this bacon. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use all of this because I'm putting ham in there. So, let me just see. And I need to get a sandwich bag to put the rest of this bacon in, because I'm not using the whole thing. Now, the one girl, she used the whole pack because I think she said a pound. But I don't think I'm going to use the whole pack because I'm putting the ham in there too. So, we finna get this started. And let's see how many I want to use. We got 1, 2, 3, probably 7 bacons, and then put the rest in a Ziploc bag. And that's if I don't make a freaking mess. And I'm gonna fold this. Okay. So we're gonna put that to the side. I am gonna go ahead and cut the bacon. Let me. Sound like my honey just poured in the driveway. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this. That way y'all can see. Oh, and I do have the main ingredient, of course, the potatoes. Right here, I am gonna put them in some cold water after I cut them, because I know that keeps them from getting brown. So give me a second to get this bacon put up, actually. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this because the girl did cut it. Okay, y'all should be able to see. The girl cut this up and started like cooking it first. First time I made this, I don't think I cooked it in the right order. I don't know what I did. It wasn't real bad, but it wasn't real good. But this one we're gonna make real good. So we're gonna keep it about like this because y'all know it's gonna shrivel up anyway. And go ahead and just throw it in there. And let me get it all in and then I'll show y'all, you know, the bacon cooking. Okay. I really don't have to pull this apart, but just because the way I'm set up, I wanted to cook right. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. But, yeah. Okay, we're going to cut the other half of the bacon. And what y'all eating tonight, y'all? This is our Sunday dinner. We just doing like loaded potato soup. Baby didn't want no kind of bread or nothing like that to, you know, dip in the soup. And I don't really care about it. So we just gonna eat the loaded potato soup. It does like I already have like meat, the vegetables. So it is kind of like a one kind of pot situation, you know. You don't necessarily have to have like no sides and stuff. So all of that's in there. And let me grab my tripod. And give me a second, I'm gonna wash the knife too. Okay, so we back. And I'm just showing y'all the bacon cooking in the pan or in the pot. And I think y'all can see that pretty good. I am gonna get a spoon, give me a second. So I am gonna get a spoon, and we're gonna let that cook. And they also use, a lot of the people use the bacon grease. Okay, there y'all go. Y'all, my lips are so chapped for real. But a lot of them use the bacon grease in the actual soup. And I was gonna clean the cutting board, but I think it's okay. It's all going in the same pot, so it'll be okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the potatoes. And honey, you can talk. I tell you that every time. What? Okay. Y'all, baby always think he gonna interrupt my videos. And I be telling him, we real on this channel, honey. And as long as it ain't nothing unorthodox, just be natural. But anyway, so I'm going to cut the potatoes. And I do want them kind of chunky. I don't want them like, like I want it, kind of chunky. So about like this, and once it get mushy, it'll be real good. And I'm just going to cut all of them like that. And then I'm going to put them in some cold water. And the girl said use 8 potatoes. So that's what I have. And if y'all have ever made this, how did y'all make y'all? Or do y'all have, like, after y'all watch this, tell me any, like, techniques or anything y'all may do. I don't normally make soups a lot, but I do love me some potato soup. And I normally get it, like, when me and baby go somewhere and they got it on the menu. I rarely make it at home. Hence as to why this is only my second time making it. I normally cook like, y'all know, regular soul food kind of dishes or quick dishes. Y'all know how that goes. And I'm going to put some water in those in just a second so they won't start turning. Brown. And the bacon cooking real good, y'all. I know y'all can hear it sizzling. You feel better that your car clean, honey? Y'all, my husband washes the cars every Sunday. Now, well, he washes his every Sunday. A lot of times, if my car is not real dirty, I just tell him just do his. Sometimes, depending on how he feels, he'll go ahead and still wash mine. And then sometimes he'll just do his. But my baby loves his car clean. I'm talking about tires and all. Okay, I'm trying to hurry up. And I peeled these off camera. Of course, these are like yellow Yukon Gold, I think, potatoes. I'm going to stir the bacon up. It's still looking a little too raw, so we're going to still let that cook on down. And I'm going to cut these last 2 potatoes up. And y'all know, of course, they don't have to be cut in no specific order. I'm just kind of thick chopping them because I do like a little, potato. Well, duh, but I don't want it like mushy soup, if you know what I mean. So, oh, okay. I hope y'all can see me cutting this whole time. I'm just cutting. I think y'all can, though. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Now I'm going to get some cold water on these potatoes, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so now I'm back, and I'm about to let the bacon cook a little bit, because I don't want it too raw in there, even though it's going to cook a little bit more. Okay, there y'all go. It's going to cook a little bit more in the soup or whatever, but I want it like 99% done. Well, I'll say 93% done. Because I don't want it too hard in the soup either. But I don't want it too raw either. So we're going to let that cook down some more. And we're going to cut up. And y'all keep looking at my lips because my lips are like stupid dry. So we're going to cut up a few like pieces of celery. Let's see. We're going to throw the bag. Okay, that's part of that. And y'all have my potatoes in a bowl of cold water. And I'm going to cut up maybe like 4, I guess. I don't know what you call it because I thought the whole thing was a stalk of celery. So I'm going to cut up maybe like 4 of these. Maybe, I'm going to cut about 4. And I'm going to put these back in the bag. But let me rinse them off before I start cutting them because it's easier while they're long. The bacon is almost done, so give me 1 second. Okay, so now we have the celery. I'm going to put the camera down, of course, so y'all can see. Now, y'all, I don't know if you was to cook with this or not, but I'm going to cut these little pieces off, or pull them off, and cut that tip in. Okay. And I'm going to cut these up a little bit small, because I don't want no thick pieces in there, but I do want to, you know, taste the celery. And my bacon sound like it was done because y'all, you know, when you frying something, when that fry get quiet, that's how you know whatever you frying is done or almost done. Okay, so let me get this. And I'm just going to put this on a paper plate. Okay, so yeah, it's looking pretty good how I want it. Y'all can see it's looking how I want it to look, not too burnt and not too, you know, raw. So, get that out. I think that's all of the bacon. So I'm gonna move that to the side. And they said take some of the I'm gonna turn it down a little bit too. And they said take some of the oil out. So let's soak some of it up. Boo. No man, I'll use this where the green is. Okay, so soak up some of the bacon grease. It is still like some in there, and I might need to soak up more. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna leave that on, and I'm about to cut these celery up so I can go ahead and get it in the pan. I also got to cut up an onion. I do have an onion out as well. And let me get, I should have had like a trash bag, y'all, to the side. Okay. So we're going to use this for the celery to get it out the way. And y'all, wow. I'm going to, right here is fine. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so we're gonna cut this up, and then I'm going to cut the onion, and I'm gonna look back at the TikTok video to make sure I'm doing it in the right order. And I think I need to get my whisk out because the girl whisked up the flour into the mixture. Okay. I think that's a good size to cut the celery. What y'all think? Because it's going to wither down or whatever. Y'all know how celery do when you cook it. And I'm sure you don't have to cut it like how I'm cutting it. I'm just choosing to cut it this way because it seems to make sense. Okay, so we're going to cut our last celery. And then we're going to get to the onion cutting. Okay, so that's all the celery. And here go my onion. Oh, I got my trash bowl that trash bag that my honey got me. I almost forgot, y'all. Okay. And y'all sharpened up my knife before this video. I see it's cutting real clean. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one whole onion. And I'm gonna try to cut this small as well. Okay. And y'all, I'm trying to cut this real small because normally when I cook onions, I really just like kind of thickly chop it. But of course, it depends on what you're cooking. If you want thick pieces of onion or not. And for a soup, I don't want thick pieces of onion, of course. Okay, so this 1/2. I wonder if I should just do half. Maybe I'll do half. That's a lot of onion. Well, what y'all think? Should I do a half or a whole onion? The half looks like enough. But, I mean, I'll just do it, whatever. Because me and baby do like onion on everything, for real. I just don't want the onion to overpower the soup. But I think it'll be okay. Okay, now I'm gonna look at the video because this is the part where I didn't remember if she put the flour, how she done it. So I'm gonna look at it real quick. Give me a paper towel.
Y'all, this loaded potato soup was so good. Let me show you how I did it. First, you're gonna wanna chop up a pound of bacon. Cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy, and then you can start working on your potatoes. I cubed up about 10 red potatoes, and then I put them in some cold water. When your bacon is crispy, pull it out and put it to the side. In that same pot, throw in 1 red onion and 1 stalk of celery. When that was nice and soft, I threw in a little minced garlic, some green onions, and about 3 tablespoons of flour. This part is optional, but I added a pound of tasso. Tasso is Cajun smoked ham.
Okay, so we're gonna stop this right there. So, excuse me, y'all, I had to burp. But so we're gonna stop it right there. As y'all heard, she went ahead and put the onion and the celery in, and she ended up putting like the minced garlic. So I'm gonna let this cook down, and let me get the minced garlic out. Okay. Okay. I would say that's about 2 tablespoons probably. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let that cook down. And let me see what else she did after that.
Chicken broth, 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream, your potatoes, 1 tablespoon of chicken base, and all of the spices that are listed. Turned in a pound of extra sharp cheddar, and then I put half of it in my soup, and I'm gonna take half of it to garnish. This whole process took about an hour and a half, and then I topped it with bacon, cheese, and chives.
Okay.
This loaded potato soup was so good. Let me show you how I did it. First, you're gonna wanna chop up a pound of bacon. Cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy, and then you can start working on your potatoes. I cubed up about 10 red potatoes, and then I put them in some cold water. When your bacon is crispy, pull it out and put it to the side.
Okay.
In that same pot, throw in 1 red onion and 1 stalk of celery. When that was nice and soft, I threw in a little minced garlic, some green onions, and about 3 tablespoons of flour.
Okay, so 3 tablespoons of flour. Once this cooks down just a little bit. So I'll be back on camera once the onion and celery is cooked down some. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and cut up some of the green onion because the girl put that in hers as well. So I'm going to throw that in the pot as well. And then the other part of the green onion I'll use for garnish on the top. But she did put green onion inside of while it was cooking. So this is what it's looking like so far. Make sure y'all can see good. It's looking pretty good to me. I'm just trying to wait till it's like kind of withered down so it's not so crunchy or whatever in the soup. So it's looking pretty good. And now I'll be back once this has like withered down some and got a little soft. Okay, so now I have a little bit of the vegetable stock cooking the onions and the celery down. But I'm going to go ahead and put everything in there because the potatoes do have to cook and get tender as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add my, oh, she did flour. She said 3 tablespoons of flour. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in there and get it stirred up in there. Okay. So that should be good. Let me use my fork to kind of, I got a whisk, y'all, but I'm going to use my fork. Oh, okay. Let me get y'all over here so y'all can see how it's doing. Okay, y'all can see. So you see that it is thick. And I'm going to go ahead and get my broth in there. And I'm using vegetable broth and chicken broth. And I use, it's about right here is what's left, because I'm going to put some chicken broth and some heavy cream and half and half in here. Okay. And give me a second to get some water. Well, I'll use this water for my chicken broth. And I'm going to fill this up to 16 ounces. And I'm going to stir this up because this is the chicken bouillon. But it creates chicken broth, as you already know. Well, it didn't stir the way I thought it was going to stir. Maybe if I would put the powder in there first. But either way, it's chicken broth. Yeah, I should have put the powder into the water. But it'll be okay. Okay, so now we have our chicken broth. And I'm going to put the heavy cream and the half and half. And y'all only had a little bit of half. Well, I got a brand new one, but I think it'll be okay. And I might put a little bit of that new one in this one. But I'm trying to use the half and half up because we had to get this because they didn't have heavy cream one day. I think I'm going to put some more heavy cream because I don't want it to be too loose. Because y'all know half and half ain't really that thick. And I don't want the soup to be runny. I want it like a kind of thick consistency to a degree. So I'm going to use some more. Okay, now that's good. Okay, this is trash. Okay, so I'm going to stir it up. And now I'm about to put some of the bacon and some of the ham and the potatoes in. And then I'm going to cut my cheese or shred it. I don't even know how to open this, y'all. Oh, okay. Her ham was, I'm going to put all of this. Her ham was like real thick chunks. But I'm going to put the whole little bag in there. Okay. So now we got our ham. I'm going to put some of the bacon. And then I'm going to put my potatoes and seasoning in. Of course, I'm going to save some of the bacon for the top. Okay. Let me get my potatoes and get them in there and then get the seasoning. Give me a second. Okay, so here are the potatoes. And I'm just going to drop them in, of course. And again, I put them in cold water so they did not turn brown. Y'all, oh my God. I left a whole baby potato. I may put that just in the refrigerator for real because we do not need it. That's crazy. Okay, I think it's safe to pour the rest. A little bit of potato water won't hurt. Okay. And I'm going to stir this up. So it's looking pretty good already. But of course you got to get it thick, you know. You got to let it simmer. Potatoes got to get tender and all of that. And I think I'm going to pour the rest of this vegetable. I think I'm going to pour the rest of this in there because it's not a lot. And it's got to simmer for a long time anyway. And y'all, I got to wash my hands. That's why my hands be so dry. I have to wash my hands so many times. Okay, so now we're going to do our seasoning. This is just onion powder, garlic powder, soul food seasoning, like somewhat like seasoned salt, and black pepper. And let me just... because I put that on the same plate with they had the celery. So the water made some of the seasoning stick. And I know this might look real hot, but I like black pepper. Okay, so I'm going to let this like do a simmer. Well, I'm going to let it boil a little bit, but not like aggressively. And then I'm going to come maybe halfway through and put some cheese. And I'll show y'all me doing that once it's time for that. So right now I'm just going to clean up my mess and let this simmer for a while. Okay, y'all, so the soup is halfway done. I do have my smoked Gouda cheese and my Kobe cheese, so I'm just about to cut that up real quick. Okay, I have this on low, so it can get thick and not like boil, because I did taste a little bit, and the potatoes are like tender. So that's why I went ahead and put my cheese. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shred the other cheese to put it on there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there, and then I'm gonna leave a little bit for garnish or whatever. So I'll be back actually when we're doing the taste test. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So now we got baby here in his relaxed clothes, ready to taste this soup. Let me just give y'all a close up. That looks so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. I put a little bit of sour cream and some cheese, and then the extra bacon on top. So baby gonna go ahead and taste. And y'all, it didn't come out as thick as I wanted it, but it's still not a bad texture or consistency, and it tastes real good. I did taste it a little bit, and it tastes good to me, but we gotta see what baby think. Are the potatoes tender, honey?
Yes.
All right, so okay, y'all. So baby approved. I am going to go ahead and make me some. It seems like we're so zoomed in. But I'm gonna go ahead and make me some. Y'all had to go ahead and clean up the kitchen and do all of the stuff while I was cooking and whatever. I think the next time I'm gonna put maybe a little more flour or a little less liquid, because I did want it thicker, but it's still not a bad consistency because it is soup. And it's not real runny, but it's not like as thick as I kind of want it in my, as I saw it in my mind. But y'all, that is the end of this video. Make sure that you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And always tell a friend to tell a friend about Qui Nichelle, honey, because y'all know how we do on the channel. And honey, we are out.